Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Fielded at the 33. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return, and the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Hooker. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now 3rd down and 7. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Lions at 2-7 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. Throwing. Hooker. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
Up the middle, Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Lions defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
DJ Moore. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now an option play on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. Maybe in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long. It's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh no! Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Hooker now off play action. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Looking for White, and he finds him. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 34 yards the gain that time, another first down. A give, right side for Gibbs. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now 2nd and 9. Now Hooker. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's Hooker. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions had 6 to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, due to the long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Fields on 3rd down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now a bootleg with Hooker. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Patterson's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and they make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. From his own end zone, Fields under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front, and set up one of their guys to make the play and get through and record the sack.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just about wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Hooker. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 44 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. Right side to Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hooker. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 1st down throw. Fields targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. At the 7-yard line. Now Fields going to move him around. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Fields. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st and 10, Hooker sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Hooker. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Hooker. He's got this to Williams, complete. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. 58 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And he taken down. Back in his own 7. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Fields. Looking deep here for Mooney. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They go play action. Here's Hooker rolling to his right, letting one go deep for the end zone.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Pick it up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Fields going to get... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch of the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Off play action. Here's Hooker. He'll buy some time right. And Sharp calls it in. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Hand off now to Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Again, it's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Now it's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. And this will be caught by Mooney. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
Now Fields. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and a couple. Hooker now off play action. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Here's Gibbs. And he'll go down at the 28. 126 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Hooker. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Hooker's going to throw it. Rolling to his left. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never.
And now the rookie's free. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Bring it together. Teamwork. Let's get 6 right here. Special teams, run it back.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Gets around him as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And they'll run it with Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard second down. Now run by Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was